Hello? Why are we not going to pre-show? What? Okay. Well, doubt very seriously that anybody's watching right now, but still, why are we not in the pre-show? I'll cut this part out later. This is very strange. I have no idea why anything is happening right now. Let's try this. Okay, hello weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is cheesy rice with sausages, and it looks like Emily is currently available for a full-service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. Today is going to be my 23rd Final Fantasy XIV stream, and I think it's safe to say we are most of the way through Shadowbringers so far. I've been enjoying it a whole awful lot. Really great writing in this one story. Really tight writing. I feel like that was the biggest weakness of Stormblood. It had an amazing story, but the story sometimes took a little bit of jump starting to get where it needed to go. But anyway, I cannot wait to see what the dungeon we're going to be opening with today has in store for us. As always, I'll be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as regular old conversation, so don't be afraid to fill the chat with discussion. On a more personal note, I did get a lot of medical stuff taken care of yesterday. Ooh. Actually, hang on, let's... Actually, yeah, no, I'll start my journey. But yeah, I got some medical stuff taken care of yesterday. I got up to date on my various vaccines and things from the season. And I highly encourage everybody to do the same, because wow, is this season going to be a rough one. I am very healthy, but also I am a little bit sore from that. And as a result, I may be a little bit low energy. Or at least lower energy than I normally am, and just realized I teleported to the wrong place. So, let's get over to the game screen and you can see the nonsense that I'm dealing with. Hopefully that button press did what it was supposed to do. And yes, it looks like we're in the right place. Okay, good to go. But yeah, no major side effects or anything. I'm just feeling sore today, and that has me a little down, you know? Let's see. Yes, please. All Saints Week event is open right now. Ooh, yes, please. I will be doing that. Just not as a streamed thing. I've also been working on the Moogle Tombstone stuff, which helped me work on my glam for my Sage job. Can we get... No, okay. Which I'll show off in just a moment. But... Oh, thank you. I love the outfits from... our Busty Boy. Manderville set, but at the same time I wish they had gloves naturally. So I ended up going with the gloves from kind of the MGP stuff. I was considering doing the ears as well, but that felt a little bit weird considering I do have a Viera character. And it's very much one of those I could imagine like my Viera and my Lalafell kind of staring each other down and being like, well, this feels like Stolen Thunder. So I decided against that one. Let's see. Can I just...
My turn.
Ooh. You get it, right? Like, that makes sense, right? Because, you know, in a world where there actually are bunny people, having part of a uniform being bunny ears feels a little odd. This is going to be a fantasy version of some of the cistern places I've seen in the past. Like New York and Tokyo have really huge cisterns underneath the city that are fascinating to explore. I've only ever been able to do that sort of thing virtually, but still. That's really cool. Oop, I got my rotation wrong. It's always weird when I come back to my main Red Mage class for these streams, because I've been doing a lot of grinding on tank classes and healer classes lately. And so, you know, the idea of like, oh, I'm actually doing damage, or oh, I'm, you know, actually the one responsible for doing this part of the rotation, or stuff like that, is just be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh. Spooky music as well. Got some violins in the background there. Working with through MSQ while leveling all your classes at once. Hey, fair enough, yeah. Like, I mentioned that I have a Viera. I really should go back and try and catch up with her. Probably... Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of lag in the game there. But it's fine. I've got a couple of friends who are going through the MSQ for the first time, and I should probably check to see where she's at, to see if I can use her to kind of tag along with them, instead of just kind of waiting around for cutscenes to finish. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and jump in, up, open it up. There we are. I will say, though, going through these sorts of dungeons for the first time with NPCs gives me better understanding of how they're supposed to operate, which definitely helps when I start doing tank stuff off-stream. Ooh, hello. Because one of my big weaknesses as a tank was always the fact that, like, I'm bad with directions to a certain extent. Like, in real life, I'm fairly good at directions. I can find my way around, but when it comes to, like, remembering that certain mechanics have to be done before other mechanics, that's where I start losing it. The one dungeon, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where you fight the really stabby guys. That one was a nightmare for the first few times that I did it, because I could not remember what order you had to go to the different valves and pipes in to avoid getting essentially assassinated. Royal Cupbearer, huh? Ooh! No, we have not done the Halloween quest yet today at Blasty. Thank you very much for resubscribing. Yeah, I'm probably going to do all of my holiday stuff off-stream, just because, like, you know, the whole point of these is to go through the MSQ. And I'm going to try and keep it that way. Oh, uh-oh. Did not mean to get that kill. Ooh, can I get to this part before the next thing wears off? Can, it seems. And we do that. There we go. Yeet mini swords. There it goes. It is always weird. It's what you're going to be doing when you get home today. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I was gonna say, it's always weird when I'm going through one of these dungeons and there are not very many treasure chests. Because I feel like the earlier dungeons in the game just had a chest in, like, every room, you know? That is very much not the case here. I could also just remember... set that. Ooh. Ooh. No thank you. No rocks from above. I'm good. Uh-oh. I have the Dorito. That's on me. I was not paying attention. I am going to blame the fact that I am sore and slightly less reactive today on, you know, being healthy. That makes sense. Basically, like I said, got my vaxes up to date yesterday, have taken a walk already today. Ooh, I just noticed that the torches in here are actually using light crystals instead of flames. That's really cool. Also much safer. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. There we go. We're starting to find our groove. Now. Let's try that again. Okay, will I make it? Will I make it? Will I make it? Probably. Skin of my teeth. Skin of my teeth. Go between the tracks, because up and down, up and down, up and down over those rails. A little bit annoying. A royal custard, you say? Gross. More good usage of the grenade model. It's a really versatile little model, isn't it? Or I should say rig. They've redone both the textures and the actual shape of the critter. Well, I guess we go down. Ow, my knees. Okay. No, get distracted. I am not the tasty one. Here we go. Ooh, treasure coffer. And we descend further into depths. More custard. Who leaves a custard sitting out? Where did my tank go? Why isn't he being tanky? Ooh, I did not mean for those to end up completely even, but oh well. That's what it is. Thought I heard some more goop coming my way. Well, okay, well, guess we're jumping further. Bonk. Well, that feels like environmental storytelling. Oh, it was a warning. Amphibious Talos, you say? What about the bucket hands makes him amphibious? And what tricks do his buckets contain? Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I messed up my rotation to deal with that, but I think it's fine. It's just... You gotta learn the mechanics at some point, right? Ooh, 2 tank busters back to back. Wow. Thank you very much for the coins, Coleman. Let's see. Ooh. I'm right where I need to be to do a full combo. Back out. Hello, Toxan. Have a good lurk. Hello, Coleman. I hope you're having a good day yourself. Oh well, finish all meetings, tried out a new Kill Team version 3 rules. Ooh, yeah, I saw that they updated basically everybody's rules all at once this time instead of doing them piecemeal. Has that actually worked out in a more balanced way, or are we just kind of throwing good enough rules at the world still. There we go. Hi, sir. That is lovely. More options to shoot and act, etc. Less. You just can't shoot me even though you can see me shenanigans. Oh, okay, interesting. So I'm sure there are going to be some groups that are very, very pissed off by that, and everybody else is going to be like going, oh, thank God. Same time, Space Marines feel extremely overpowered. That's about how that works every time there's a new rule set. I mean, Games Workshop knows which army butters their bread, I suppose. Can't be mad. Just disappointed. Marines can also take captains as their leader instead with Power Fist and Plasma Pistol shenanigans. Interesting. Remind me what they were limited to before, please. You know how to make money too by updating some existing kill team boxes. Oh, yeah. I think it was you who was talking about that on stream. Was it last week? Just the fact that, like, some boxes are now no longer valid on their own because they don't actually have enough models, because some of the things that were previously considered full models are now just considered tokens. I think that was it. Sergeant combo of Assault and Raiding Marines now can take a captain instead of sergeant and one heavy intercessor. Ooh, neat. Navy breachers, small servitors count as half a model each, meaning the box set is short by one operative. Boo. That's unfortunate, though. Oop, hello?
Mom, have you seen Mr. Grumbles?
No, where'd you lose track of her, sweetie?
Can you help me find her?
Yeah, give me just a second, hon. Okay, we are gonna go ahead and take a quick break for now. I suppose I'll go ahead and run a commercial. And then we should be good for another 45 or so minutes. So, I will be back soon. Wait, where did you lose track of her, sweetie? Wait, what? Huh? Hang on, this is not the right screen. Hold up. Give me a second. Yep, okay, we're back to our game screen now. And then... break screen? Question mark? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, we are back. Mr. Grumbles has been brought back to where she's supposed to be in the quarters. No customers are in danger of... Wait. Huh? Oh. What's going on here? Like, these things are not reacting at all. Oh, there they go. That was weird. That was weird, right? Like, was that a glitch, or was that just how these things... Oh, they just take a while to get up, huh? Okay. That's weird. There's your copper. Apparently they're going to be expanding this, like, NPC usage into older dungeons and things, and maybe even some trials soon. It would be really cool, because I have a few extremes that are just kind of sitting, waiting to be done, because I haven't been able to get a large enough party of... Whoa, hello, sir! The fact that all of the Light Wardens have been named after different types of love is really, really unsettling, I'll be honest. You know, given how much my branding is, you know, love everyone and all that, but, you know. This feels like a personal attack on me. Rude. Ooh. That was pretty. Here, I'll back up so that y'all can actually kind of see what's going on with this thing again. Neat. Ow! Excuse me. Whew. I'm not entirely sure whether I actually understood mechanic there or if I just got lucky. That is how those things go sometimes, isn't it? go ahead and do our full combo here, why don't we? Oop. Ooh, we've switched things up a little, huh? Okay. Up. Since it looks like we're not going to get a three-parter. Whew. Okay, we got through there in one go. Works for me. The glass sound effects were very good choices in this one. And that is 4 out of 4 Light Wardens. Which isn't a good thing. Really. Not really. You know what I mean? Again, now all that light energy is focused in one being. So, either way, Emmett's getting what he wants. Wait, are there 5 of them? I thought there were only 4. Ooh, gained a level. Ooh. Minion. Get the 5th hidden in plain sight. Oh, it's what's his face, isn't it? Well, actually, no, I can see it going 2 ways. Either see it being The Crystal Warden, or the Exarch, I should say. Or I could see it being the thing that was hanging out behind the guy in Eulmore.
Travelers made it all the way to Vauthry.
Hmm.
But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what the hell's had gone on.
What indeed? At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
You can say that again. What the? Are you seeing this?
That's called nighttime.
The sky. It...
Absolutely gorgeous.
At last, night has returned to Amareng. We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Vauthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
Hello, Mr. Z. We did it. We really did it. I only wish there was more time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world beyond changing. Today, I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land, then, together. Are you feeling alright, Lynn? You defeated the Light Warden. I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. Just relieved I was right about the Warden where the Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Calusia, isn't it? Can't feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch. I think we can all do with some rest. Chase his it too, then. Yep. 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 Huh. Here we go. Always amused by player names in this game. Alright, let's see how bad off I am. The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Rin. Have you noticed anything peculiar about Lynn's appearance of late? Anything at all. Speak freely, she won't mind. Well, since Menphilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside her, though I didn't think of anything of it at first. But after we defeated the Warden in Amarang, I realized something was wrong. You absorbed its ether, Lynn. The light within you has grown monstrous. Then it is as I suspected. How are you feeling? Got a headache. Lynn. Not as done, this will only get worse. Rin, with the power of the Oracle, you've gained some measure of control over light, have you not? Is there anything you can do for her? Extinguishing it is out of the question. Even at her strongest, Menphilia could only hold back the light. You might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. Then we have no choice but to rely on Urianger and his secrets. The next battle is to be the last. You may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. We'll discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then. Understood? No, I'm gonna go with normal one. But yeah, we are way out of balance at this point. Good. Whether you want it or not, you have most certainly earned some respite. You have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word, and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Here we are. Wait. What? Oh, right. I'm supposed to go sleep. Right. Not a fucking mood, though. No, 5 more minutes. I have things to do. Is everything alright? You don't quite seem yourself. Perhaps a hot meal and freshly made bed will improve matters. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Yes, please. Need anything at all, pray do not hesitate to call. Why did you stay behind? Run off and do holiday stuff. I mean, fair.
Sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Amarang?
Well, has the night sky again.
I see. Minfilia's gone then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
What's the matter? Are you alright?
They're clearly not alright. Oh, his last job is to help fix this.
What just happened?
There was something Minfilia said to me. Not even the most valiant of heroes can stand alone.
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
You were a hero once upon a time. Still are, for those who know. Okay, not for me, just in the game.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you.
I'm alive.
Is everything all right?
Ah. Well, I want some caffeine, but I am still full of water from
And
lunch.
did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer. Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what.
That's
When
the
the
hope.
dust settles, you must return to your world. For the battles to come, and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare. But for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you.
I'll see it through.
Of that I have no doubt. Even if I had my pick of every Reflections heroes, I could not have asked for a
Thank you,
finer
Toxan. I will hydrate. Although not too much, because otherwise I'll have to take another early
I'll
break.
not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
Actually, I might go ahead and do that anyway, but I won't play a commercial this time. Just, we won't run the timer out or anything. As soon as we're done with this cutscene, I will send this to the break screen, just so y'all don't have to stand here and look at my floppy, untracked model. No, this isn't right. Yeah, it's going well so far. I'm a little bit tired because of getting revaxxed yesterday, but it is what it is. Think about Alamigo, though? Please tell me you finished. We have to go. They'll be upon us at any moment. Very well. Where to next, then? Who are we now? Let's just worry about getting out of the city, and pray the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. By the sound of that last one, I reckon 9x12 might be the night's rubble now. There's nothing else we can do. Ew, look around you. This isn't war. It's a sickness, and it's spread to every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by all accounts the Far East is faring no better. There'll be nothing left of us when this is over. This world is beyond saving. I doubt that very seriously, sir. Never tire of that story, when the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. Whoop. I'd die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Oh, it's Heaven's word. Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. Ooh, and we've tuned back out. Have faith, my friend. We will find her. Are we gonna roll out of bed? Oh no, we're just gonna barely wake up, it seems. What a peculiar dream. Something going back in the first. Or the source, I should say. We're in the first currently. So, I'll be right back. I'm not even going to let the timer run out entirely, but I just need to use those. So, BRB. Oh, wrong button again. Dang it. Oh. Now I have to wait for this transition to be fully completed before I can send us back over to the game. Ugh. It's the second time I've done that today. Oh, hello? Alright, you know what? I'll fix it when I get back. BRB. let's see if we can't fix what we've got going on now. Send us back over to the game screen, maybe? Maybe. Possibly. Oh boy, okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm in the right position now. Okay, alright. We seem to be back where we're supposed to be. Oof. Wow, you can really tell that I'm off my game when I start fumbling which buttons I'm supposed to be pressing to do scene changes. But it is what it is. Mr. Serndalis, I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bids you come to the Ocular at your earliest convenience. And madam, whenever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, unfortunately, we do have an actual proper break coming up in the next 18 or so minutes. So, you know, be aware of that fact. And I appreciate everybody sticking with me today, even though I'm a little under the weather. Don't give me that look, Emmett.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest? That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan.
Mm-hmm. Who are we gonna
Thus far,
punch?
we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrand.
Hmm?
Only one remains, that of Colusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrand once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First. A chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Emmett back there trying to hold a straight face through this entire thing.
Do you hear? Your dreams of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
Huh? Okay.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved.
Oh, hello?
Hey, Mom! I'm having trouble with that dance move you showed me earlier.
Do you see?
Go on and show me what you got, sweetie.
Up and down and...
Okay, I see what you've got going on. Let me finish this cutscene and I'll be right with you, okay? A little sooner of a break than I expected, but here we are.
Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering, me being one of them.
Oh, I thought there were a lot more Ascians than that.
When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th.
So the 13th just doesn't exist anymore? Oh.
It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard, a flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi,
purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
Read.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than with any calamity. But yes, more relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
Mildly rude, but I do follow the logic. Not good logic, mind you, but I do understand how he reached that conclusion.
Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Eulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
I mean, that does make sense.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vauthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls?
I mean, we've seen it.
Some means of controlling the Senators, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Either he or the thing behind him is itself the Light Warden.
The longer we wait, the better prepared the Eulmore will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in right. There we may assess the situation in Eulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Now, is this one going to be a dungeon, or is it just going to end up being a trial? Given how we've got it set up, I can see it being either. But we'll figure that out when we come back from a proper, unfortunate commercial break. Yep, we will be right back in a few minutes. Okay, sweetie, so step out to the left, shake it all about. Good timing. Alright. Let's see where we go from here. Here you are, then. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It's been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Eulmore? Since we faced Lord Vauthry and felt such fury as I've never felt before? His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified, yet, mingled with my rage, there was something else. At first I was unsure of what it was, but in the course of our struggles, I found the answer. In Vauthry's self-righteousness, and his absolute belief that he and he alone is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was. Having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to truth. Whether he will accept it with good grace I did is another question entirely. Well, we all grow in our own time. What is it, Reem? You sense the light, Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. This time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Then, as a precaution, may I ask that you go first to ensure the path is clear? The closer we are to Eulmore, the more I worry about that Reem may be recognized. You see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. Can't go this way. Ooh. People amidst the road, you say? Lord Vauthry, we hear. We obey. Ah! Oh, well. It has not escaped my notice that that is what Heidelin once said to us when we were defeating a certain Gaius. You hail a civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. Ooh. Not wrong, the map briefly said it was supposed to be up from here, right? I guess this is a slight hill. Long live Lord Vauthry. Long live Lord Vauthry. Oh. Okay, I didn't think so. Still have flight stuff to do in this area. That's fine. They probably don't want me getting a flight too early. They say make the area too easy for myself. Hello, yes, I am enjoying the MSQ very, very much. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, I feel like Shadowbringers, while its story, like while I enjoyed the story of Stormblood, Shadowbringers feels more tightly written, if that makes sense. Like even though we have gone to a whole bunch of different places, essentially on extended like side quests, even though as they're part of the main story quest, it feels more focused than Stormblood did. Good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. Take it you notice the people behaving strangely along the path? It's more of the same here. Ishtola and Alice are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Godspeed. Got that one. I think what we are doing here in the conflict are very well illustrated in this expansion. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. If nothing else, it helps that this is a more classic Final Fantasy style storyline. Again, Stormblood was fucking amazing. Anytime a story is explicitly about taking down fascism, is great. But you can definitely tell that the writers were having to do a lot more work on the storyline there, if that makes sense. Whereas here, they're very much in a comfortable, I don't want to say a groove, but that can be interpreted negatively. But you know, they're comfortable with this subject matter. You know. interesting that it's only affecting some people, but not others.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vauthry's mind control.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
See how much light they have in them.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
Well, not out here in any
What can you
case.
tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure.
Interesting.
We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Oh, hey, it's this guy.
Kaishia, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino.
Rude.
I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See,
I don't
I've
think you
done
need to
something
whisper
right for
about it
you
at
all.
this point, bud.
I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something
Really tell the
strange,
difference
I
between
shared
this and what
with
it
a
looked like
friend.
before with the graphical update, which I think shows how solid this
Took no
expansion
small
is.
amount of courage. Well
Okay,
done.
I know they were focused mainly on ARR areas for their first part of their graphical update, so maybe they haven't had the chance to pass this one by.
Right, so
You know?
an airship
Because I can
flew in
definitely tell you that, like, the clothing that he's got on him is still fairly low res.
ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here.
And, like, I do have stuff turned on so that, like, distant models are low res, but I feel like that shouldn't affect people in cutscenes, you know?
It is like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armorang.
Hmm.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
Ugh.
Now that's when everyone went
Honestly,
funny.
maybe the main thing I
Everyone
noticed is
but
the
me.
hair, which isn't
Well,
really
me and a couple of
specific in this
newcomers,
fact.
though
But
even
yeah,
they
fair enough,
started
fair enough.
mumbling about Vauthry after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Hmm.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Eulmore doles this stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
No, it couldn't be.
Meal made of people.
I know what it is.
Is it corpse starch?
It's Sin Eater.
Ah.
Is made out of Sin
Okay,
Eater.
so Sin Eater. So people by like one time removed.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
Yeah, no kidding.
Vauthry wieldeth power over Sin Eaters
People
as
with
well.
extra steps, exactly.
Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence?
Mm-hmm.
It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
Mm-hmm.
He's been rounding up sin eaters and feeding them to people, altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back.
Looks like it.
There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
Sure is, Alice.
These Sin Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city?
It's at least slightly more subtle than Xenogears calling it silent. Yeah, fair, fair. Oh. What's that? What am I kicking around down here? I see you, Dustmine. Here.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vauthry's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
You're gonna be out right now. Music in this expansion is absolutely gorgeous and environmentally wonderful. Nope, and not the heavy hatchling. Excuse you. No, I want to thank you. As we step through the gates, we shall find out not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. We are prepared for this, then let us sally forth. Alrighty, let's go. Wish we had more coats like Thancred's. That's your glam wish. So, okay, does Thancred's coat exist? Because if I can get that, then I can, like, if that's a Gunbreaker coat, I can get that recolored, similar to how I have my Sentai suit colored currently. I could absolutely do a Kamen Rider Wizard look for my Gunbreaker.
I can feel it.
Like, that's what I'm aiming for. Oh, it is. It's the artifact gear. Okay. Yes. Okay. Excellent.
It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
He's having a time, isn't he?
Long live Lord Vauthry!
He would use his own people as shields.
Gunbreaker artifact house are pretty much the only big longcoats. Yeah. I hate to say that it's fair enough, but I mean, like, it is kind of integral to their class.
But they do not act of their own free will.
Now, Reaper could use some of those. That would be great.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphano. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
There's a few non-Chanbi for coats, but they're crafter exclusive, expensive, and kind of old textures. Yeah. Yeah, not shocked by that. Ooh. Would like to finish casting a spell, please. There we go. Ooh, this area is a cluster. Onward we go with the twins. Better exclusive one you like that has a plaid scarf. Ooh. Here's a combat class version of the model. Aw, beans. There's also Snow's Garb from the cash shop, but it's pretty old, and I don't know if it's been updated for Dawn Tread stuff. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, the junglers. They have stolen your fit, ladies. It's basically the look that I use whenever I'm playing Black Mage these days. I got you, bud. Now, I will say, it is kind of weird that they didn't upgrade things that are in the cash shop. You would think that would be a priority. That way, so I guess we go this way. Guess I'm pressing on then. Ooh. Ooh, that's some good camera work. Oh, this piece of shit. Okay.
You will find my master in his chamber.
We actually get to 1v1 him on even ground now. Right.
only should you kill me this day.
As cool as his outfit is, it also looks deeply uncomfortable. Why do you go so far?
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vauthry's ideals of my own volition.
Okay, my guy.
Is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict.
I mean, that's true basically all
I've
over.
chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience.
That's not a good statement.
But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Let us settle this once and for all.
Alright, let's see what we can actually do against him now. I can just jump back. That's a thing I can do. I sure am glad to be playing a class that doesn't need to be right next to somebody or super far away from somebody. Like, I can be at whatever range I really want to be at, except for when I'm doing my final combo. Speaking of final combos, okie dokie. Woof. So I need to be a little quicker on getting rid of those. Oh my goodness. Why am I the villain in this story? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. Ow, ow, ow. Every time that I go to play another class, I wish desperately that I had the Red Mage's mobility. Like, again, the fact that it has both an in and an out is truly amazing. Hi, bud. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Here we are. Wait, you are my precious girls, what? Oh, isn't his kids who died. Okay. Okay. And now we get to find out about his terrible, awful backstory. Are you alright, Lynn? Mm-hmm. Citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. We can only assume Vauthry is otherwise engaged. Let's get up to the upper level while we can. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Oh, buddy. Oh. Oh, no. Ooh.
Lord Vauthry! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor.
I mean, say your piece, Alfie, but I don't think you're gonna get through to him.
And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance for the future of all in Norvrent.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah, he's just eating more and more meal, isn't he?
The Warden, it's not just a sin eater. It's a man.
Yeah. Yeah. He ate his sin eater. Yeah. Oh.
Remorse? for the future of all. What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine.
Okay, buddy.
No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world.
Mm-hmm.
Me? Unseated? No. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high.
Mm-hmm.
I will not be brought.
Hey, Mom, look at this cool animal I found.
That's an adorable, what is it, sweetie?
Can I keep it?
No. You have to take that back outside. Hold on to it for a few minutes. I'll be with you as soon as I can, okay? Kind of like a squirrel, I think.
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Oh. He holds the pork very delicately. And swallows it.
Oh God, no. Stop him. Thancred, stop him.
Don't think, yeah. I mean, at least he didn't become Mr. Creosote. It could have been a lot worse.
Where did he go?
Ooh. Thanks.
What in the
Oh. Okay.
Vauthry do that?
Well, what's left of him did. Must give chase.
Wait. That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
You're right.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
Oh, you're right. We gotta do it. We keep saying that we're here to bring people hope. Yeah, I'm originally a healer. I'll help too.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vauthry's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects.
Okay.
Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
for all that is good in the world. Destroy all the meal. Okay, I'm gonna go make sure that the fuzzy little critter makes its way back outside, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes, okay? Talk to everybody soon. Hopefully I hit the right button this time. So, am I allowed to actually teleport here now? Good news then. You would see that Reen has indeed able to reverse the effects of Vauthry's influence. Even as she tends to the afflicted in turn. The problem being there is no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting, and we appreciate your help if you're willing. Now attuned to the Aetheryte and Eulmore. Okie dokie. So, here's some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. Appreciate it if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered throughout the city. I suggest starting your search in the derelicts and working your way out. When you're done, be sure to let Reen know. Okay. Oh, there we go. Got some attuning to do. How many's? Oh, we don't actually. Snoozy snooze. That's fine then. The kind soul who saved me from falling to my death. But my mistress, she's been injured. Please help her, I beg you. What is this? She's sleeping. Medicine to help her rest while she awaits treatment, you say? Thank you so much. When she began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. What's this? A drug metaphor in my Final Fantasy? It's more likely than you think. Fine, go to sleep. Oh, buddy. You probably ate your sweet canary. Because if that's the guy I think it was, he was talking about the girl who got cancer and was turned into one. There you are, Lynn. Just finished aiding this man. Now for the next one. Going out in the derelicts even below, you say? So many of them. I've been feeling interested in this power to me. Won't rest until I've helped everyone. Bring them to you? Well, it'd certainly make it easier for me to work. Thank you, Lynn. I'll do my best to keep pace.
You're going to be all right.
Time for water.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy?
I'm glad that you're still around, ma'am.
What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Oh, a lot happened.
Let me handle this.
Thank you very much for the coins, Blasty.
Citizens of Eulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock.
Well, yeah, are we gonna get to see this play out, or are we gonna fade to black?
Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vauthry is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
I believe they're the best. Someone definitely lost their lunch when they found out.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vauthry's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vauthry's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance.
You earned it.
There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vauthry.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vauthry has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the bright.
Hey, that guy's there twice. 3 times even.
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. After the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vauthry took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
You already repaired one.
Talos? Did someone say Talos?
I don't happen to have one hanging
All
around.
about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Oh, did everybody else catch the plate of that bus that just drove by? That guy got thrown straight under it.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
That guy is feeling incredibly small
It's been
at
years
this
and
point.
years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
Sure you can, bud. Like getting back on a bicycle.
You can't.
Oh, look at that face, sir.
That's not what I... It's just...
Are you really going to disappoint her?
All right. I will take a look at the talos.
Uh-huh.
But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Absolutely the kind of woman who makes sure that things get done. In a good mood, too. It's honestly the rarity.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
Mm-hmm. Ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there, then. Sure thing, bud. Let's... Not what I was looking for. Oh, this is that thing that I went up to earlier, like 2-ish streams ago? I was wondering what it did. We get to find out. Yippee. Might have been 3 streams ago now that I'm thinking about it. That's going to be up on top of the cliffside. Ooh, these taloses look different. Dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. Our arcane knowledge, Ishtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, will attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure the lumber. Yeah, sounds good. My thanks, Lynn. Directly to the south, thou wilt find a dry dock. 10 Mont yards. Pray see if you canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Yep, that's the hope. We did help somebody down that a ways a number of streams back who seemed to be harvesting lumber himself, so let's see if we can't call in that favor, as it were. The one we investigated before. Hello there, Sinner. I haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it. You need lumber for a shack, you come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. Well, here's the thing. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, the least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. Look, I'm not one to turn folk away. Give you the lumber if you do me a favor in return. I mean, I could just pay you. I have money. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead. We'll see if our totals match. Now, some of the lumber's lying around the yard, but most of it is kept in here in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithel the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. I mean, this feels like busy work, but I've absolutely been told to do this sort of thing before. Take stock of supplies. Yep, okay. Look, I can't do much lifting and carrying, okay? But I can definitely count stuff well. Taking stock for Irvite, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. None of those were rotted through, though, so we or 9 of those were rotted through, so we tossed them out. So you're down to 59 planks then. And the loads just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. That's only good for kindling now. Okay, so 59 plus 12 is going to be 69, 71. Right then, bring the good ones here. Be sure to let Irvite know as well. How many does that make now? You're writing those numbers down anyway, right? I'm sure you can work them out. 71 is the answer. 71. Jot down the details of the conversation. I don't know why I'm getting lag at this point. There's a stack. Down to 11 planks in the stack, so we're at 71, and we're at 82. Hang on a second. Okay, hopefully that fixes it. I feel silly, but I did forget to close some windows before I started streaming today. I wonder if that's been my problem this entire time. Anyway, we were at 82, yeah? Four planks. Okay, so 82, so it's going to be 106. And are you? How many planks did you count out? Exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? No, seriously, we're repairing the ladder. Wait, you're serious? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. While it's a living, we all itch to do something greater. Oh, yeah, sure. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? Oh, I'm sure he'd welcome the help. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder. Along with all the lumber you need, too. Excellent. I will see you there. Back up the road. Here you go. Thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Oh yeah, plus a whole bunch of extra workers. Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle. He hath proven himself to be a determined soul. Doubt not that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate. Hope spurring us ever onward towards journey's end. Whoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. But prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we reach now, detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear that we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of strength for the trials ahead. Okie dokie. I guess. She's so excited.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Eulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
Listen, Emmett.
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
Oh, go on and tell me.
You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Eulmore. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise.
Yeah, it's called not being a dickhead.
It's a compliment. Take it.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it. Listen, is there a way we do this without killing everyone?
The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying?
No.
Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarok. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Right, he did say we've been rejoined 7 times.
The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal, a complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. There was one thing I had meant to ask.
What was that?
How well do you know the exile? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
There's a voice that can wake you from a dead slumber. Oh, they look so happy. Just look at their faces, just wall.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood, knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. solitude eats away at you.
That's true.
It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Em itself. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
No, I want to go ahead and do this.
That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watch the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us.
Shame no one else can see him.
And terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears.
No, she wasn't talking to you. That was a cute little background scene there.
That day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
You know, I just remembered that we have yet to meet any dwarves in this world. If I recall correctly, that's what they refer to the Valafel as here. Hoping maybe we can find them here. Here we are at the top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alphino, Lynn, come up here. There's something I need you to see. What's this be about? Ooh. There's a village, Lynn, over to the northeast. So there is, yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I, but that was before I spied someone leave it. Proceed head in our direction, but while trying to remain unseen. Whoever the mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Lynn. Take a look. Okay, so it's probably somewhere around here or here. Alrighty, time for a telescope thing. Okay, every time we've done this so far, they've been actually fairly obvious. That Fallout 4 ass looking house over there. Well, thank you very much for the hydrate. Ooh, I'm actually out of water right now. Need to fix that next time around. Actually, you know what? I will go ahead and fix that right now. So, BRB. I'm not going to go to the BRB screen, just going to get up and get some water. Okay, thank you very much for the reminder to have a drink. I'm going to go ahead and drink a little bit more of that while I'm here. Oh. Hello. Creature stares at you unflinchingly. Probably isn't the mysterious person Elise saw. Oh, there he is. Seems he likewise spotted you and hurriedly turns back to the village. It's cute that there was other stuff to find in there, though. There's someone, right? Are they spying with us? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit. And I dare say we have a bit more of time ere the others ascend. Settled then. Let's head back to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. My knees. We've managed to reach the screen. Oh, hey. Let's not mess with that. How about it? Yeah, definitely around about there. That's where that ether current is going to be located. Amity? Oh no. Oh, no. I don't like the name of this place. Oh, hello?
I hate to interrupt your stream, my little flower.
No?
But there's a customer issue out front?
Oh. Big issue, little issue? Just please tell me it's a little issue.
Just the former.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. Let's go ahead and... We're a little bit early on this, but... Just a moment. You hear faint sounds from inside the building, however the door refuses to budge. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break, do a quick commercial break, and hopefully I'll take care of this pretty quickly. Stand up, stretch, do all that good stuff, and we will come back for the final leg of today's stream. Talk to you soon. Okay, is this a placing thing, or is this like clothes weren't fluffed properly? What? Okay, we are back. Dry victuals. Yeah, I wonder what the etymological difference between victuals or victuals is. Like, victuals probably is just an like an evolution of victuals. Food's been hung out to dry in the sun quite recently by your reckoning. Yep. Not quite jerky yet. What is that? Well, this door's not far, so let's see. Ah. Empty cup, huh? Or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. Oh, I'm gonna go out here and they're like underneath hostage, aren't they? Oh, maybe not. I was fully expecting the game to use that as a loading screen, basically. In my eye. What news then? Were you able to find anything? Yeah, people are still definitely living here. Although no one's been seen, 'tis plain that this village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they were doing a poor job of it. If they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? Say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Oh, yeah. I remember this guy. You're Tristel, the artist from Eulmore. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you. Bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places. We could say the very same to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and hearty. Tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settle made up of those who survived being exiled from Eulmore. That explains a lot. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced upon cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me up through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the bright cliff. Been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate, until Mount Golg broke away from the earth. Then just as suddenly the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? Yep, well, here's the entire story. Fade to black and fade back in about now. There you are. So Vauthry is a sin eater, and he's fled to Mount Golg. It's a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristel. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If you are to confront Vauthry, you must find a way to reach Mount Golg. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I'll tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. We'll do our best. Say is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that Brothers has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Lynn and I are going to go scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh? Well, very well then. Just take care out there. Come on down to Walmart. We got the meats. We got low prices on everything. Ooh, I like your sweater, though. I guess that's technically a kilt? It definitely looks like a very long sweater, though. Okay, I know I'm supposed to go up that way, but can't help want to explore down this way is because I know that there is an ether current this way. Ooh, well-paved path. That's a rarity around here. Southwest? Okay. Oh, it's probably at the top of this. Wait, north? Huh? Oh, there it is. Ooh, okay, so that's probably going to be around there. Okay, I'll worry about that one later, because it is much further away. And who knows, maybe our main story quest will take us there. That diverges, so let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would like. Be so kind as to go west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking more note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then. Well, okay, fine. I guess we can go the opposite direction. No, thank you. I'm just passing through. Ooh, hey. Yeah, that's some tender lovin'. Ooh. Those are gorgeous. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and boot on past these folks. Owls, huh? Oh, I don't like that. I mean, that's very cool and all, but also no thank you.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are.
Yeah.
Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it?
Sure does. I mean, it is a mountain.
The first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on.
I mean, that probably happened pretty naturally, honestly.
His lordship is of the same mind.
Don't the,
This is going to be a tough climb.
the wardens, like, naturally gather sin eaters?
But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
I'm gonna have a nap after this. Hold on.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Looks like Alagan. However you would say they're from Alagan. Alag. Yeah, I feel like we could have predicted that one.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
Teleportation?
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
I mean, it doesn't feel wasteful.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
Well, we're not getting there by sea.
Master Alphino waiteth for us atop Rung. Thither should we make our way.
Okay. I'm gonna divert over to there. See if I can't attune to that etherite. Like, I'm sure I'm going to be coming back here fairly soon, but Hey. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Lally ho, you'll be wanting an Amara Porter, right? Wait, is this where we get the Lally ho? He's so cool. Didn't expect to see the Shays here, or the Chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gold. For this, we'll need to put our heads together. Ooh, a new weapon.
In short, there's no
Good
path,
stretch.
and the sky is thick with Vauthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Eulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Yep.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to earth!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder, seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain.
Interesting
In the
concept.
form of a
Ow.
talos.
Ah.
A talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
Ma'am?
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
I mean, yeah,
Hold
but
a dash. No one has ever made one even half that size.
the amount of ether needed to fuel it would be...
Logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter. The design would be unimaginably complex.
Yeah, no kidding. Can you do it?
Oh, I suppose... if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work.
Well...
Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Oh, well, First, we need people to procure the stone for the chassis.
Mm-hmm.
The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It would be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we would need all the help we can get.
And then...
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoray. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Maud Sook. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Eulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Okay, okay.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts.
That
I
they
will
are.
recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men.
Well, you know.
Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
Maybe let's not contact them then.
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Eulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners?
Well, how else are you going to do this?
But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
The good guys, and we're nice. No? I gotta go with this one. The artist Alphino and his assistants. It's just a good one.
Oh, dearest, have you forgotten already? Alphino told us that when we first met.
Actually, that may not have been... never mind.
I love it when they let you play into the sassy answer.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
Yep, walked right into that one, my guy.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
Yep, that's the idea.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Oh, I'm sure. Look how happy she is. Have that design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of the locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. Well, there's at least one village, plus another city I actually found on my way back. Village of the Eulmore exiles. Those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. You couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. Never should have fixed that ready lift. No, never should have written it up here. Never should have. Oh. Oh dear. Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Lynn. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants to conflict for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from my mother. or from his mother, he responds poorly to obvious praise. He'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation, awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that will best encourage Chinese. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during the conversation. Ooh. We get a dating sim section. So no obvious praise. He's plagued with self-doubt. Can't do it. No one can. Talos of that size? No one's ever dreamed of it. You know, Alphen once struggled to collect firewood. He did? But he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. However, some misgivings. Regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without the help of those villagers. They're not badly likely to give it. Crystal's among them, you said so yourself. Lest you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You don't know until you apologize. Well, things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. I know. Unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurl stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. But what then? In the end, not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, you'd think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. I mean, we liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd. Well now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd. Yet you succeeded not in spite of it, but because of it. Hello, Pertalic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're nearing the end of today's stream, but I'm glad to have you here with me today. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd. But be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. Imagine for a moment that we fail and reach Lord Vauthry and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. Well, we could build Talos for battle. Thought of that, I assure you. I'm afraid Talos cannot contend with Sin Eaters. If they could, we'd never have come to Eulmore. Nonetheless, I appreciate your earnest attempt to find a solution. It's burning with motivation. You succeeded there? Yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Aww. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers, with Crystal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Eulmore. No. Wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what might happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. This is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Sir... Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, something has been done before, and it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. A little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? It is not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. Friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault in them giving up. They never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. and for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. A desire to make the impossible possible. Hey, Miss Mooch. Come, darling, like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. Like the robot, right, man? Like, not out here. There's several abandoned houses over there. Anyway, and you shall be, my dear. None other by my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. You're cute. I am glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? Let's go ahead and finish this up and get the start of the next quest. And then I will find a place to send us all off to. No, sir, I'm fine, thank you. I don't need a subscription. You! Every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I'm tasked with delivering these people to Mount Golg by means of a Talos of hitherto unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? You ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out? You have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You have every right to be upset. Vauthry's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. We know now what we did to you. Full many was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words would suffice to make amends. I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought place in the city. I wanted to be you once. One thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so I will cooperate with you. Please, see our friends to Mount Golg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. It wouldn't do to have nothing to show when the others return. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. Rest assured, this genius of dataless stonework will deliver. Huzzah! Wicked white. There a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. I forgot there's one rather important item needed to bring Talos to life. Heart. That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. It's suitable for bringing Talos to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. That's going to be a lot of ore. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They're the Thuls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. To explain your situation, I'm sure they would be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnels at the top of the cliff. You will find the Thuls at their village in the northwest. It is called Tamna. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamot. And do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. Permit me to join you, Lynn. Keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to you two. The variety of ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Alrighty, so let's head back over to the Just Chatting screen and I will find a place to send everybody off to. So that sounds like a job for next time. Let's see. So, thank you very much for joining me, weary travelers. Hope you've enjoyed today's Final Fantasy XIV stream. As a reminder, my normal Saturday streams won't be happening for this week either. Though Phantom Arts Fest has been put on pause for now, I'm going to use the opportunity to spend some time with my family tomorrow instead. Still, go give some love to the creator and host of PAF, Neoncaster. In fact, let me send them a shout out. If you love TTRPG stuff, Caster is an amazing person to work with, as well as a wonderful card gamer, and just a wonderful all-around person, to be completely honest. They do amazing work and deserve all of your attention. Anywho, I will be back on this channel next Friday, October 25th, with more Final Fantasy XIV. Until then, for more information about future streams, keep an eye out on our Blue Sky and Twitters at Come and Go Tavern for daily announcements and check-ins from the Come and Go. I've been your hostess, Sheela Ornthalis, and if you need to prop your feet up for a while longer, we got some more entertainment coming up soon via a raid. So let's take a look and see who is online. Ooh, Fifi's online. Let's go ahead and send you off over there. And boop. Once we've got that set up. Alrighty. So, once again, thank you very much for joining me, folks. That's all for now. Bye. 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 Bye.